Welcome to Law 101.
My name is Brahmi.
And my name is Shravani. This Paperslide is intended to educate fellow peers on the criminal code offense of Code 72. The type of offense that will be discussed in this video is forcible entry.
On October 31st, Jimmy Neutron was charged with breaking and entering. Jimmy was only 12 years old. Here's what happened.
3 days earlier, on October 28th, Jimmy was pranked by his best friend Timmy during the school-wide Halloween costume contest. Jimmy and Timmy had been friends for 10 years. Jimmy was so upset about being pranked that he rued the day that Timmy was born. He decided that he must take action and plan his revenge.
On October 31st, the scariest night of the night, the night of Halloween, Jimmy decided that he would enter Timmy's house in the middle of the night using the key his parents left under the welcome mat. Jimmy knew that Timmy was afraid of clowns, so he dressed up as one for the ultimate and satisfying revenge. Since Jimmy lived next door, his parents would never know that he left.
On the day of Halloween, Jimmy was prepared for his plan to go as he had hoped. When the clock struck 12, he left. When he got to the Turner's front step, he realized that the key had been removed from under the mat. Adamant on getting his revenge, Jimmy picked up a nearby rock and broke the handle of the door. Annoyingly, Jimmy caused a breach of peace because, upon entering an environment that was once at peace, he disrupted the peace.
As Jimmy turned on the light to go upstairs, Timmy's neighbors saw the lights to the Turner house turn on and the door open ajar. They immediately called the police. Jimmy made his way upstairs to Timmy's bedroom, and Timmy immediately woke up when he sensed a presence in his room. He began to scream very loudly.
Before Jimmy could get a chance to run away, the lights turned on and Timmy's parents were wide awake. Sudden flashes of light blazed through the window, followed by a loud knock on the door. Timmy's dad opened the door and found a police officer standing outside. They explained that there had been a break-in reported by a neighbor. The police officers demanded that Jimmy come with them to the police station.
Now let's go over how Jimmy's actions resulted in a crime. In order for something to be considered a crime, two very important aspects must be present. First, the mens rea. It can be agreed that Jimmy did indeed have the guilty mind. He embodies three of the four elements of mens rea: intent, motive, and willful blindness.
What's the next thing that must be proven? The actus reus, which is the physical action. Jimmy in fact was the one who forcibly entered a property that he was not entitled to. Therefore, the actus reus was present in this situation.
Jimmy intended on breaking into the house, which is accompanied by the physical act of breaking in. Therefore, Jimmy has to suffer the consequences of his actions, which is an offense under Section 72 of the Criminal Code, which states, a person commits forcible entry when that person enters a real property that is in the actual and peaceable possession of another, in a manner that is likely to cause a breach of the peace or a reasonable apprehension of the breach of the peace. The code also states
that it is immaterial whether or not a person is entitled to enter the real property or whether or not that person has any intention of taking possession of the real property.
Therefore, since Jimmy did not want to steal anything from the Turners, what he did was still considered a crime.
Do not be like Jimmy. Do not break the law. Stay smart. We hope that this Paperslide informed you on the dangers of breaking the law. Thank you.